Hey everyone, today we're going to be unboxing, assemble, and give you a first impression of this 3D printer table from DongRong. DongRong sent me this product in exchange for an honest review, so as always, all opinions are my own. So let's go ahead and unbox this table. First, inside the box is the base pad for your external storage. Here is your side external storage. Here is your user's guide. Next is your dustproof magnetic design cover for your bottom filament rack. For the frame parts, here's your 2 rail labeled number 3. Here's your frame rail labeled number 4. Here's the frame number 8. Here's your frame labeled 7. Top frame connector labeled 10. Optional caster wheels for mobility. And these are all the tools and the screws you will need for the installation. The screws have their own labels so you can easily follow along with the instructions. They also provided 2 gloves for you to use for your installation. Here's your power strip with 2 AC outlets and 2 USB ports. Here's your 2 brackets for the top spool holder. Here's one of the main frame labeled number 5. Here's one of the main frame labeled number 6. And here's the engineered wooden part of the table. Now let's go ahead and assemble this 3D printer table. I think the manual they provided was easy enough to follow with their illustrations, but if you prefer an instructional video, they also have that provided. Now that the assembly is done, let's talk about all the features of this table. So first off, this is a heavy-duty frame that supports up to 300 pounds. It has a dustproof filament storage with room for up to 60 spools. I can fit 3 rows in each layer for this standard spool. If you don't have enough filament to store underneath, you can also use the rack like a regular cabinet storage. It also features an adjustable height and detachable spool holder. Rails all around the table is perfect for mounting lights, cameras, or clamps. It has a built-in outlet with 2 USB ports, which is a huge win for powering accessories or charging devices. It also comes with an optional caster wheels for mobility or leveling feet for stability. So let's talk about what I like about this 3D printer table. First is the outlet with 2 USB ports. This is super convenient feature. I use it to power my camera and charge my phone while filming. Second is the rails around the table. I can use these to attach my lights, clamps, camera mounts, and other accessories. This really makes filming my 3D prints super convenient. Third is the extra filament spool holder rail on the top. This reduces my work for swapping filament. Just grab it, insert to PTFE tube, and you're good to go. Now let's talk about the things I would improve or I don't like about this table. First, the filament rack is great, but I wish the top level rack should also have its own cover or enclosure to keep the dust out like the bottom level. Second is the storage bag on the side. It is handy, but a drawer or hard bin would be nice to have for more durability. Other than that, after printing daily in this table for a week, I gotta say it's made things way easier around my workspace. I've got my lights and camera gear clamped all over the rails, and the USB outlet is super handy when I'm filming or charging stuff. This table is solid, doesn't wobble too much when the printer's running, and that spool holder rail for filament is very useful for my workflow. I'm actually planning to add a standing pegboard at the back to attach more of my 3D printing accessories. Overall, it's doing the job and doing it well. If you're into 3D printing and want something that keeps things tidy and functional, this 3D printer is worth checking out. That's it for this video. If you want to check this out, link is in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.